Hollow Knight is an excellent game. I may do a fully fleshed out video on it in the future, but for now I just want to tell you about a Hollow Knight boss. Not my favorite gameplay wise, but whose boss design is really good. The apex predator of Deepnest, the ever-changing god of the faceless. I'm talking about Nosk itself. Before talking about Nosk in more details, let's talk a bit more about boss design. There are three important parts to consider for designing a boss fight: the build-up, the fight, and the payoff. The build-up is everything that you can use before the fight to tease it: subtle appearances, storytelling, level design, etc. This helps to create an atmosphere in which the boss will fit. The fight is the most obvious part of a boss, the moment where you go all out and try to beat them out. Finally, the payoff is all the rewards you get for beating said boss: objects, story progression, new levels, etc. Now, let's see how all of these three parts are put to use in the Nosk boss fight. Nosk's undeniable force is its excellent build-up. It resides at the very bottom of Deepnest, the game's darkest and creepiest area, filled to the brim with creepy crawlers. Whether you enter Deepnest from a massive gate guarded by the Mantis Lord, the Fungal Core, by falling in the ominous hole at the edge of Fungal Wastes, or even by going down the Queen's Gardens, you will have already seen the creepy enemies who roam around, like the small dirt carvers or the invincible Garpedes. If you venture deep enough into the area, you will even have encountered some stalking devout, impressive enemies which deal double damage and have their face shielded, except while attacking. All of these encounters have you build an image of Deepnest residents. They are creepy, and more importantly, they are really strong enemies. While passing up and down Deepnest, you have this image in your mind of a dangerous place. As I said, it is by far the eeriest and darkest area in the game. Nosk's lair is hidden behind some breakable walls, where you will find one of the cute grubs scattered around the kingdom. If you're lucky, or in a hurry, you will not notice the second breakable wall, and avoid Nosk altogether. But if you decide to break that wall, it is too late for you. While you curiously walk forward in the tunnel, you will soon notice something that will catch your attention: another character, who looks exactly like you. At this point in the game, you will have seen at least one or two of those characters who seem to be like you. There's a dead one in Green Pass, who wears the Mothwing cloak, and another dead one in the Ancient Basin, who is reanimated by the infection and becomes a boss as a broken vessel. So you know that you are not the only one of your kind. So for once you see an alive one, and you decide to continue to try and reach it, around you, you find more and more bug corpses. If you try and dream nail them, to hear the loud thoughts of the dead bugs, you will find strange lines which seem to imply that they somehow saw their loved or lost ones. But naively, you put that aside and go back to following your twin. Two more times, you notice it further away in the galleries, and it starts running, so you run too to try and reach it. Without even realizing it, you venture deeper into the lair. You walk into the next room, and suddenly, a wall drops down behind you. Now, all you can do is go forward, but you don't really care or notice it. You want to follow your sibling to see what it will bring you, and there it is, right in front of you. You jump on the platform to reach it and... With a horrifying screech, it shapeshifts into a huge, scary monster who jumps at you. Like all the bugs you've seen laying around, you have been lured into a trap without even realizing it. Nosk takes the appearance of one's loved ones to lure its prey into its lair. Nosk has the abilities that you could expect from an apex predator. It will attack you by charging across the arena, or lunging right at you. Nosk attacks quickly, to kill its prey in the minimum amount of time. but it was also completely overcome by the infection that plagues the world of Hollow Knight and can make it completely burst out of its body. Also, if you look more closely to the arena, you will find out that you are not the first of your kind who have been lured and killed by Nosk. 4 vessels are hanging from the ceiling, and even stalking Devout. Even though it is the strongest enemy in Deepnest, this Devout has been captured and killed, clearly depicting Nosk as the apex predator in Deepnest's ecosystem. Nosk's payoff is not as substantial as its build-up. It consists of a single item, a pale ore. This is a very valuable resource in Hollow Knight, since you can bring it to the nailsmith to have him upgrade your nail so that it deals more damage to enemies, and that is one very useful upgrade. One last small thing about Nosk. In God Home, the boss rush mode of Hollow Knight, you will at one point encounter Hornet. You jump on the platform, but then... Once again, Nosk got you, and this time it has taken a winged form, and you have to fight for your survival once again. That's the end of this video on Nosk's boss design. If you enjoyed it, I recommend that you check this video from the channel Metzamin, which analyzes the Monty Lord's boss fight. Thanks for watching, see you next time.